Good morning. We're starting the day off with a seed delivery. A seed truck sitting here already at 8 a.m. So these boxes are beans. I've got 10 boxes on this truck. There's another one coming later today. These are actually for a third person. Not mine, not the guy I'm warehousing for, but for another dealer who I treat for. And so we have to keep his stuff separate as well. I'm going to put these in my lean-to after I pull that trailer out of there. So I'm just setting them off, just sitting them off to the side right now where we can move them easily later. Okay, just 10 boxes in here off of that truck. I stacked them there too high. I'm only gonna be able to put them too high in the seedware or the lean-to over there, and I can carry them two at a time, so it's just easier to just do that now. We'll have to get the trailer out of there and move stuff around. Got my steel on that trailer for the ceiling though. That's gonna be the challenge. What do I do with that? We'll figure it out. Anyway, back to the farm now. My 360 yield center guy is coming at about 9:30, it sounds like, so we're gonna work on that. The next truck's coming at 10. Brock's gonna be here shortly, and I think my my sales rep for my seed company is coming this morning as well, so we got lots going on today. So we're gonna get started on this project here today. Brock's here this morning, and he's gonna start with plates. These are actually for the bean planter, but these have to get washed, get all that seed treatment off of them, all the dust off them and stuff, and then we have to spray them with some graphite here. Check them for wear, which these got some wear to them. Any super deep grooves or anything would be cause for new plates, but we'll look at them. I imagine they're fine. We've got to get the corn ones out as well. Doesn't look like he's brought those down yet, but basically he's just going to set up here, wash them through some buckets of water. We'll lay them out on this plywood we've had for a long time and spray them. Brock's washing soybean plates. What are you doing, Brock?
Washing soybean plates. That's what I'm doing.
Explain.
Getting all the seed
treatment. Look at that. That's gross. Look at that. That's really bad. So these are the dirty plates. Seed treatment residue.
Got a little soap.
And we're going to clean them all up. All right. We got stuff going on. I'm going to show you what I can later. All right. Well, we were doing some planning for 2025 seed sales season, trying to figure out how much I'm going to sell to all my customers a year from now. It's the best guess. You're just doing your best guess. Anyway, I have another seed truck there we need to go unload. They're working in the shop, both Brock and my 360 guy. It's awkward filming in front of people, so I'll show you when we get back or when he's done. Whatever, I don't know. We gotta go unload another truck. My goodness, it is nice out. We're going to lunch. Brock got the plates cleaned up and graphited, even though they were still wet. He didn't even dry them off. I'm just giving him a hard time because it's fun, guys. Anyway, he's still working on wire harnesses and stuff in there, and yeah, we're gonna go grab some lunch, and when we get back, we'll hopefully be able to take a look at that a little bit better. It is super warm out today. Like, it feels like May.
Hey, why am I in the shop?
You want to go cut brush with Dad this afternoon?
It's almost worth it.
Where's the temperature at this thing? It says 54 degrees. It's got to be warmer than that. I wonder what the weather station says. It's 67 degrees outside. It's a good thing it's too wet to plant beans, otherwise...
I got the plates done. Let's go.
Go treat some beans. I should go open the doors. It's warmer outside than it is inside. Jeez. Okay, well, he has come and gone. Let's start over here. All right, so you guys know we bought this 360 Rain, right? This is the base station. Basically, this is the electric panel that needs to get mounted near our water source, which we're trying to get a well. But this is kind of the main power in. It has the GPS components. We have some relays here to control the well, the injection pump, whatever else that we may have. Power goes in here. Pretty simple. There's a GPS receiver puck in there. And essentially we need to build this base station, the antenna mount way up high. It is an RTK base station. This is a 900 megahertz RTK radio. There's a bracket in here. There's some antennas somewhere. I don't know. Are they in here? Yeah, they're in here. Right here. So we're going to have to get that mounted. When we figure out exactly where our well is going to be or where our base needs to go, we'll put that up. Now, the way that this 360 rain works is that it knows where the planter goes, right? So it's gonna record the planter passes via that RTK base station that we're gonna mount there. Uses a GPS receiver on our planter. Now, you might say, you already have a GPS receiver on your planter for using AutoPath and all this other stuff. You were correct. Apparently, John Deere and 360 can't work out an agreement to use it, so we had to mount that. So we have this 360 base station, or not base station, GPS receiver, RTK receiver, all of that stuff with a internet box, Ethernet box, Wi-Fi box, whatever it is, but it communicates wirelessly to an iPad in the cab so that we can control everything. And so we had to get that all mounted up there. So here is what that is. Basically, we have dual GPS receivers. We have an RTK radio receiver, and then we have the Wi-Fi box with some beefy antennas. Look at those antennas. Holy crap. Anyway, this is where our John Deere receiver goes, and it's going to go right back there in the same spot like it goes on there. We'll have to redo all our measurements. We got to measure all of this stuff, but we got to have it outside unfolded up and down and all that stuff to be able to do it. We're going to mess with that today. So anyway, and then there's just a power cable that he's got wound up there that goes up, and we'll plug into the tractor just to get power. So that's what he had to do today, and we had to get the planter out for because we needed to mount that kit. Step one of our 360 rain. So the next step here, or with the rain side of stuff anyway, is we really need our well. We need a water source. And we could still bury pipe to the river. I don't want to do that if we can drill a well. I would much rather drill a well. I'm having a little bit of a hard time getting my well people to communicate effectively, let's just say. Let's just call it communicate effectively. I've talked to them. I've tried getting some information, and they don't want to get back to me. And I know they're really busy, but I need some information. So that is what it is. I wish there was other options around here, but there's just not a lot of options for getting a well drilled. So, yeah, sooner or later we got to get that to. Meanwhile, the planter is in the shop here, and we need to work on this. And I don't know, should we talk about what we got to do now, or should we do it tomorrow? Are you coming tomorrow? No. Okay. Anyway, we're going to go through what all's got to be done with this corn planter later, because it is super nice outside today. Like, I opened the door and turned the heat off because it's 70 degrees outside. It's warmer out there than it is in here. So what we are going to do is go down to the seed warehouse and shut the heat off and open the doors and hang some steel and move some seed around down there and work on some stuff, because it's a nice day and we can. So we'll come back to this tomorrow probably. So we're going to try and hang some more steel here. We've got this gap where there's no boxes. This makes this a little bit harder, but I built a bracket. We're going to try and hang that up there and see if that'll help us get these next sheets up here and help hang them a little bit so we can work off the lift and not have to worry about bending the sheet. So my plan, as we get out here far enough, is to take this and basically hang it like this, and then we can slide the sheet in underneath it, and it should work, and it should hold it in place while we can work out on the other end or something like that. So I'm going to figure out where I want this and secure it up there. We are hanging some more steel up there. We got 2 more full sheets in, and now we're doing the partial where we had to cut the strip off the side and around our little braces there. So I think we've got it cut, and we're ready to throw it up there and see. We're not quite square with everything. We're just off a little bit, but I kind of knew that was happening. The nice thing with these trusses is we get to reset after every one and try and do better the next time. So I don't know. We'll see if this one fits. Don't look too close at the screws, but we've got a second bay done. I don't know if we're going to start any steel on the third bay there, but we can hang our J channel along the side here. And we got to take my flag down, so Brock's working on that. My seed company, which I can't say their name, but I can show their flag and all their boxes. So we're running this J along here. We got to put another piece up there. We got to put a 2x4 up and then put the J channel to it. So I think we'll try and get that done. Yeah, progress. It's slow progress, but it is progress. I'm going to get this piece of steel before I leave it and it ends up in a box. Good work. All right, the J is up. We do need to put our foam and insulation up in here yet. Since we're not going to hang any steel here, we're not going to worry about that right now. I might work on the foam at some point, but I want to unload that trailer, figure out where we're going to put all this steel, get it parked outside out of the way for right now, or maybe I'll just leave it in here. I don't know, whatever. I want to move all those boxes that we brought in this morning over to where the trailer was. So we're going to work on that kind of stuff. Good? Good. All right, we're organizing and cleaning up a little bit here, getting ready to move the boxes. I had a pile of signs here that we got cleaned up. Hi, sweetheart. How are you? You call her in? Yeah. Brayson's playing basketball. All right, we're going to stack boxes in here. We're going to do 2 rows, 2 high. I figured it out. This guy that we're putting the stuff in here, it's a separate order, or separate account, I guess. 36 boxes we think he's getting. It's going to fill this room up. We're going to have a seed everywhere. Who's that? Can you say hi? Can you wave? Hi. Who's that? We got to go in the house. It's kind of in the way. Huh? Not going to talk now? Can you say hi, Dad? Dad. We'll go see Mama. Yeah. There she is. Go get her. Go get her. No, you just want to come with me? I'm sorry. Okay, well, we took the steel off the trailer because we're gonna need that trailer. And I can't park it inside anymore with the seed that we put in the lean-to, so it's gonna have to stay outside, or I'm gonna take it to the farm is what's gonna happen. But ideally, the steel would be stored on the ceiling. But it's gonna be a while before we can get it up there. So I wanna put it over in that corner, where I have a bunch of other crap. We can clean that up a little bit. But a lot of those boxes there are ours. They're for our farm. And since I'm going to take the trailer down there anyway, we're going to load some of them up. So first load on the new trailer with, seed. And first seed out of the barn for the year. We'll start making a little room in here. Well, that made some room. This truck, not the trailer, the truck is way overloaded and a very poor load distribution. We got 7 boxes of corn on there, and it has to go from here to there, so it's okay. It will make it. We'll be fine. But yeah, I wouldn't go down the road with it looking like that. At least not with this truck. And I'm thinking that when we do load it up like this for actual delivery purposes, we should go side by side in the back, put more weight on the trailer, and not so far forward. But whatever. It's all good. It's cool. It's good. Let's see. These boxes all weigh a little bit different, but this one's 2,000 pounds plus the box. That one's 2,100, 2,639. That's heavy, and there's 3 of those. So, yeah, it's heavy. Where did we leave off, Brock? Do you remember where we left off? Don't say anything. Do you remember where we left off? Oh, I remember where we left off. We just loaded a trailer full of seed. Okay, it's time for. You ever make a video? You guys haven't because you don't make videos. But have you ever made a video that you hope nobody watches? This is that video. And as awesome as we had good stuff earlier in this video, I'm sure it's named something terrible because I don't want anybody to watch this. All right, we need to talk about something. Sometimes I get a little ahead of myself, or not ahead of myself. I do things a little too fast, a little careless, I take too many risks. I don't use enough caution. That happened a little while ago. We loaded all those boxes up. It was fine. Did nothing different than I have ever done before, except for I have a different trailer. Put a couple more boxes on there than normal, right? Well, a stacking of bad circumstances happened as we were pulling out of the driveway. The trailer, being longer than the old trailer, trailed a little closer to the corner or the edge of my driveway than I am used to, than normal. In doing so, it did one of these numbers. Can you tell where we're going with this? My old trailer is also well-worn, solid oak plank that they're pretty rough. Things don't slide on them. See where we're going with this? This trailer has very new boards that I have oiled up and has a lot of metal on it, especially towards the back over the wheel wells. Those are a little slipperier. See where we're going with this? As we were pulling out of the driveway, because we were coming to the farm and I didn't strap anything, because going to the farm, I've never strapped anything before. I didn't need to. Some of that seed slid off of the trailer, and I am pretty upset about it. We spent hour and a half, 2 hours. It was after 5. Hour and a half. Cleaning, picking it up. We got the boxes, maybe or maybe not plural. Stood back up. Still had some seed in some of them. One of them had most of the seed still in it. And then we got a half box and forklift and tractor, and we started scooping, and we got shop vacs, and we shop vaced it up. I was going to guesstimate we lost a unit. We probably lost a bag of corn. Brock thinks 2. Fine, I'll go with 2.
But considering how much
Considering how much was on the ground, that's pretty good. We did okay. We do have some half boxes that needs to be cleaned, so I got to figure that out. It's dirty. Leaves, grass, some mud, sticks. Not really any stones because it was mostly in the grass, but it's dirty. It's not good. It's my fault. I cut corners, literally and figuratively. And it happened. Fortunately, several things happened that did not happen. One, nobody got hurt, right, Brock? Nobody was standing there? Nope. Nobody got hurt. Nope. My pride is pretty hurt. It was my seed. It's not one of my customers. It's not the guy I'm warehousing for. It's not somebody else's. It's my seed. It is my problem. I will handle it. Yeah, those are the positives. There's not much else positive about it. It wasn't raining yet, and it wasn't dark when it happened. So right as we were starting to finish up, it was starting to mist. We're starting to get a little bit of that rain they were calling for. It's now dark out. We're 7:15 at this point. So yeah, hopefully nobody watches this one. I'm pretty upset about it. Thank you, Brock. Thank you, Dad, Phil, for helping me get that cleaned up. Yeah, that was a stupid, careless mistake on my part. I won't be pulling out of that driveway without boxes strapped on again. Lesson learned. With that, I'm done. Have a good night. We'll see you tomorrow. Dad and I have a meeting in Hillsdale tomorrow. And then we're probably going to work on the corn planter. Good night.